I'm Animesh Gupta, co-founder and CEO of a healthy, interesting and fun-loving brand called Oats'Up. So at Oats'Up, we take unfair advantage of your oats to turn your healthy and boring oats into super healthy and interesting treats through our oat milk based beverages. And other products obviously, but let me tell you how it all started. So being a computer science engineering guy made me do mundane technical things, and not finding something meaningful in them made me really confused at that phase of life, of my life. So at that point the question was literally like whether to do all these things, usual things, and die one day, or do something which is meaningful and impactful and something interesting for my mind too. So I was already very actively learning branding and PR at that point of time. Also, I was the vice president of our city's number one Toastmasters club, where I used to do a lot of public speaking at different places, networking with different kind of people, and managing the team of 5 to 10 people inside the club as well as outside. So I have been a stage guy in college as well as outside the college, be it for singing or be it for public speaking. Now, only around that time, I turned vegan after discovering the horrors of dairy industry, and it was very challenging in college to dish dairy and dairy products because almost every food was full of it. So, and because of this thing, I became a topic of fun and embarrassment for my friends. So, hanging out with my friends at cafes and restaurants and not finding any alternative over there was an opportunity for them to order a glass of water for me or a bottle of water for me. So, looking at this as an opportunity instead of a subject of embarrassment or joke or insult, I decided to make products which can actually solve the problems I personally was facing initially. So, I then dropped out of my college in final year, and people called me crazy. Like, I received a lot of criticism from everywhere, from my friends, from my family, from my relatives, all these people. But I knew that I discovered something which I would enjoy doing for next 10, 15, 20 years or even more. So I started out with making 8, 10, 12 different types of milks, usually like coconut milk, soy milk, cashew milk, rice milk, almond milk in my kitchen. But oat milk proved itself superior in almost every situation, in whatever way I was using it. So since then it became my best friend, and I then, after 300, 400 trials and errors, I figured out the right process with the help of different bunch of advice from food experts and food scientists at that point of time, locally and virtually. So my co-founder Pramit has been in touch with me from last 2 years, and he was having his own startup in sales and marketing at that time. I used to help him in certain things like communication with brands and copywriting and all these things. So I used to share my random things, my random thoughts with him in those days, once in a while, or in those ways. So in August this year, I somehow convinced him to ditch animal based products, starting from chicken and then dairy and everything. So right after that he got interested in plant based diet, and also in what I was doing with Oats'Up alone. So he got intrigued by the idea of mission driven venture I was building, and then he directly asked me to join Oats'Up with his skills in bringing his skills in sales and marketing and leveraging it for Oats'Up. So I agreed to it, and now we are figuring out our ways in Oats'Up to see how amazingly we can work together in business. So I'm super excited about it. So the biggest hurdle we have overcome, well, before Pramit, I was the only person who was working towards the vision of the company, such as branding, uh, like building such kind of brand and taking help of my mentors, friends, and connections. So we have just started out together, and so everything seems smooth, and we are yet to face those kind of challenges in terms of product supply chain or managing the things. So I'm really looking forward to it. My favorite food hack would be, I think it would be to ditch your boring oatmeal which you are conditioned to eat every single morning, or make it super healthy and interesting by simply adding Oats'Up in it. Like literally, you can make it super healthy and nutritious after adding Oats'Up in it. So, thank you so much, Big Idea Ventures, for this opportunity, and I'm super excited for the program. See you guys.